Today we're connecting to a diamond light frequency, the Diamond Light Collective. I bought this new incense, but the scent is actually called Diamond. And it's a Japanese brand, which I haven't actually used or heard of, surprisingly, Japanese incense before. I usually just get the one that's like at the grocery store, but this one, like at King Soopers, but today this one was at Whole Foods. Oh, it's made in Boulder, okay. I don't know if I'll pronounce that right, but I think it's Shoyedo. I'm sure I'm not saying that right, but made in Kyoto, Japan. And it was really interesting. It was such a cool, just fascinating. Like they have this whole pamphlet inside where it like talks about the skilled masters who make it. They talk about the blending process being an art form, and it says the subtle scent beckons us to use all of our senses, what the Japanese refer to as manko, or listening to incense, which is so cool. The paper smells so good because it was in the box, and then on the back they actually have these 10 virtues of incense, which is really cool. I won't ruin it, but if you see this brand, I would definitely suggest. It smells so good, and it comes with this cute little holder for the incense too. So I've never used it before, but yeah, so far I really like it. So okay, we have that energy coming in distinctly. I also noticed my cards are a diamond. And we got, one of the cards we got is the Shaman, which also has the diamond. Okay, so I'm hearing impeccable strength. But think about a diamond. It's so strong, but it's also revered for its beauty, for its shine. I was just reading something about diamonds, like reading about their strength. And then there was a poet who's also saying, like, the rainbow is forever contained in the diamond. So again, we have like this high dimensional rainbow light frequency. And I just keep hearing Diamond Light Collective. So you're likely part of this collective, or this is I'm hearing Astro Dimensional, okay, collective that you're connecting with, okay. I'm literally seeing light shining through a diamond like a razor. Interesting, I meant to say laser. Razor, I'm hearing cutting edge, okay. There's something about diamonds. Getting something about Rihanna. Does she have a diamond song? Like, I'm totally blanking right now. Sometimes when you're channeling again, it's like you're using a different part of your brain, you're at a different frequency. But there's something, hearing like a song, Diamonds. I'm not getting any of the words or anything, but isn't there a song, Diamonds? And then, maybe it's not Rihanna, but I'm hearing the song, Diamonds. I'm hearing Diamonds Are Forever, okay. But I'm literally seeing light being shown through the diamond, and it's reminding me of, oh my gosh, hold on a minute. Okay, Vogel, Vogel, Vogel crystals. Look up, I'm forgetting, Ed Marcel, is that his name? I don't know if that's right, but look up Vogel crystals, because there was this incredible guy in the 50s, not a guy, but Vogel is the man. And he's the man. He invented or came up, I think he might have channeled it, the Vogel crystal. And it's not just like some woo-woo stuff. He actually worked for IBM too, and he, I think, had to do with like getting crystals in computers or discs or something. Okay, so he's very smart, very like, knew a lot about computers, very like high tech in that sense, but also there's this spiritual side to the Vogel crystals, and he had revolutionary work, especially in the 50s. So just look him up if you haven't heard of him, with the crystals. I think his name was quartz crystal, but I'm seeing something connected with that, being able to meet like something with the diamond, shining light through it, okay, and something about the diamond containing the rainbow. All right, so that's one distinct thing. The other distinct energies that we are getting that are somehow woven into this Wow, and now I'm seeing the bridge we have, which is the rainbow. So again, the diamond is contained in the rainbow. Or the other way around, I guess it could be that way too. The diamond in the rainbow. Oh, interesting. I just put that, the hunter. Okay, look at this. Just got the hunter, and this is what I'm seeing. Like, this is the diamond. It's like this light is refracted out from it. All right, so we have that. The other two distinct energies that are coming in today, something about ancient Egypt, and also something about the shaman. You know, there's the shamanism, and also the Japanese element. Okay, so this somehow is all connected, or it could be. But yeah, a lot coming up about shamanism. I was at a festival earlier today, a chalk art festival, and I'm petting a lot of dogs, of course, but one of the dogs, I'm forgetting the name now, but when I asked the name, the owner told me the name, and then they said it's Sanskrit for shaman. Okay, and then as I'm shuffling the cards, we get the shaman card after I'm already tapping into the Diamond Collective. And we have the diamond on the shaman card. Okay, so I'm hearing irreverence. I'm hearing the order of the rose with the nectar. Okay, so I know this is wild, but we have a lot of different, it feels like a lot of different collectives, a lot of different frequencies converging right now in this message. What I was getting to, I don't know if you've been to one of these festivals, either a street painting or a chalk art festival, but it's amazing to witness what people create with chalk. You know, it's literally masterpieces. And what's neat, you know, like they all have these big squares mapped out on the sidewalk or on the asphalt. And a lot of them, you know, on like big art pieces like that, they'll have a grid where they grid it out, and then they do kind of a rough outline, and then, you know, they fill in different sections, or they can focus on that one section and color it in, you know, and focus. And I remember learning that when I was in art class in middle school, is like gridding things out like that, and it actually makes creating some kind of masterpiece, like when you can hone in on just that square, and then you actually focus on a square at a time, and it's incredible. Then, you know, when you just look at the square and kind of replicate it, then you can create this amazing piece of work. And as I was coming home from that, Spirit was giving me this message about thinking of our lives like that. Like everybody's life is this masterpiece. And, you know, maybe the outline can kind of be like our path or our story, but there's still like kind of the debate of free will versus fate and all of that. But more so, what I was getting about it is something about seeing your life like this masterpiece. And I was thinking, like, part of the magic of going to these events, I know that we've been saying the word magic a lot in these readings lately, so that's a thread that we're connecting to as well. So there's a lot of magic around us right now. Whatever time, space, dimension, whenever you're connecting with this reading, know that you're surrounded by magic. So what's amazing to witness is, you know, if you go, you actually get to see the work in progress and see, you know, visualize it, and just, it's amazing just to see it coming to life. And Spirit was showing me, you know, like each of these squares, it's like, it can be like different phases in your life or different things that you go through. And they were reminding me, like, our whole life is a work in progress, you know, like it's like if you're working towards this, you're creating this incredible tapestry, this incredible work of art that is your life. And it's about remembering that, kind of the message is coming through about it's not a marathon, it's not a sprint, it's a it's a marathon, not a sprint. You know, there's this sense of really, I know it like is said a lot, but kind of appreciating the journey, and also realizing that nothing that happens in your life is unimportant. Everything has a purpose. It's like every stroke of chalk, you know, every stroke of paint or little detail adds to the depth of the entire piece of art. And, you know, that's why it's like there can be times where, you know, like think about if someone was coloring in one whole section that's like a solid color, and it's like, oh, is this ever going to change? Or like, why does this matter? But it's like, you may think that a certain thing that you're going through isn't actually connected to your purpose, or isn't really like adding value to your life, but truly Spirit was saying like every piece has its purpose. And also realizing, well, let's get another incense going here. It smells so good. Yeah, look at this. I just noticed too. I saw that it was called diamond, but look at the top of the box. Also has a diamond there. I don't know if it's in focus, but which looks just like these. Look at that. It's almost exactly. Interesting. Something's magnifying here as well. That's what I'm seeing. Let me just get this going. Oh, a little tiny guy, it's still burning. A little tiny. So I should put it back in there. Like I'm gonna burn my finger. Nope. Okay. Yeah, so there's just something here about, there's also something with that where it's like sometimes maybe you, if you were working on just one square, if you're so focused on what you're going through now, sometimes it's only, oh, sorry, got some dust on me, I think. Sometimes it's only once more of it is complete, or when something comes up in hindsight, that we can really see the value of what we went through or what was created in that container, you know? Think of it like a puzzle too. I'm thinking about a puzzle. Sometimes you're working on a puzzle and like you see one little piece and it's like, where does this even fit? You know, or like, what is this? And you don't have clarity on that piece. And in this context, it's like in what you went through in that moment or that phase in your life, you may not have clarity on it until some of the bigger picture forms. So again, it's just really a call to have trust with whatever you're going through right now, knowing that it adds value to your life, even if you can't see it yet, you know, and to like keep going, because there's something here that's like well worth the reward. I'm also getting a strong message about like if you've thought about checking out of life, if you know what I mean. There's a sense of like spirit urging you, like, please know how valuable your life is, how valuable your presence is here, and how much you're needed. You know, it's I know things can get really dark sometimes. And I've been there, you know, I've been through that, but there's a sense here of like, please keep going. Please know that your light and your essence is needed. Literally, with how energy works, everything, it's like you would not be here if you weren't needed here, and every being, every energy source, everything is valuable and adds to the collective. So please know that. And please get help if you're feeling like you're at a point where you think it's not worth being here anymore. Because trust me, it will get better. Alright, what else do we have here? Let's get one of the Spirit Wind cards. Interesting. They're going back to that. They want to stay on what we were just talking about. If there's something, I feel like you're finding something. There's something coming to you soon. If you've been in a really dark place, I'm seeing that you're discovering something here, some kind of ritual, some kind of ancient method, something with working with your energy or some kind of healing, which is what your soul needs. And the irony sometimes is like the wound that we're facing that feels unbearable is the exact thing that we need to be experiencing to bring us into the gift, to bring us into the thing that our soul wants to learn and wants to embody in this life to heal ourselves. Like that becomes, you know, like the nectar here. There's something with like your greatest pain points are there for a reason, because it's actually like what your soul is choosing to go through in order to, I'm hearing, reach enlightenment, in order to, like, you wanted to overcome that thing, or you wanted to experience that thing. Because on the other side of that, it's like there's something here about the gift that is on the other side of getting through this, and not just getting through it, but it's like, again with the diamond, it's like you're becoming stronger and stronger, and you have a rainbow within you. You know, there's something here about how multifaceted you are. I'm also seeing something, interestingly enough, in this card. They were just showing me like this side of it, and I was seeing like something being under a microscope. And I'm literally seeing something about DNA, so I'm hearing something about something coded in your DNA as well. Thunder Mountain, the voice of many thunders, now brings renewal. Yeah, I'm hearing like you've been through a lot of storms. There's something here, but like something's cracking open. I'm seeing like a big lightning bolt, and something cracking open. You're accessing this divine force, kind of this divine wisdom within you. Nature could be very important right now if you, even if, you know, I know sometimes it can be so hard to even just get out of bed, to just brush your teeth. When you're really depressed, it's challenging, but there's something here about if the weather is nice where you are, if you can just get out and even for 5 minutes and put your feet in some grass, it will renew you. It will help to reset your nervous system. Potentially even going out in the rain, you know. I think I was talking about that the other day. I don't know if I talked about it on here, but about rain and how it's almost like we can fear even like getting wet in the rain, but there's something here about like literally it can renew you. I'm seeing raindrops now as diamonds. Okay, so there's something here connected to water, to diamonds. I'm hearing The Shape of Water. I've seen that movie. I haven't seen that in a long time. What else do we have here? Mystic Trail. I enjoy unfettered access to the ancient ways of sacred knowledge. Yeah, again, shamanism, sacred knowledge, Egypt. Maybe there's even some, you know, with Japan. It's like this could resonate for everyone differently. There may be something about a Japanese method, or maybe just this Japanese incense. Like there's something you're going to discover that's going to help get you through this difficult time. I promise. And it may seem small, but it's like it's something that is really helping to anchor you, and it's giving you hope. Palaki ruins. The voices of justice announces reconciliation. Oh, interesting. Right as I forgot I had that reminder set. There was like this webinar. I'm forgetting the guy's name. It was through the Shift Network. I'll look it up because I'm wanting to watch. There was this event that was about this man who's like an energy healer, and he has an event about something he calls like the 24th chromosome, and it's like something he believes can be activated to tap into our spiritual potential or something. And I haven't watched it yet, but maybe something about that, the 24th chromosome, right as we're talking about DNA codes. The voices of justice announces reconciliation. Yeah, there's a beep outside. Okay, so there may have been some situations you've been in that have been unjust, but with the reconciliation, it's like something's closing out here, something's working out. I keep getting something about these clear quartz crystal. Okay, so if you don't have diamonds, which I don't know if I even own anything. I don't think I do have anything that's diamond. But there's something here even about clear quartz, so something with working with clear stones, or just working with this diamond light collective. Look at that. As we were talking about earlier, the rainbow is contained within the diamond. They're showing me an analogy of like the rainbow. The diamond may seem void of color because it's transparent. So maybe this sense of like feeling a lack of self or this transparency, like you're not seen or you're not recognized in the world, like you're invisible, but actually it's like when the right light shines on you, it's like you actually contain all the colors, you actually contain, I'm hearing all the truth. Yeah, I see this is kind of the state you're in right now. There's been a lot of challenging times, a lot of discouraging. I feel like you've lost hope. But with that 8 of Cups in reverse, it's like, yeah, you're coming out the other side, and look at this on the bottom, we have the 4 of Wands. I feel like you're about to, there's like, I'm hearing Bridge to Terabithia. Is that a book? I'm seeing this again, a portal opening up. Yeah, look, this is going to be celebration. There's going to be a lot to celebrate, a lot of emotional stability coming in as well. Maybe some people coming into your life that help you to feel like you're part of something or some kind of purpose, that's making you feel like you're aligned, finally. Yeah, 6 of Wands, victory, confidence, success. I'm seeing like hole-in-ones or something here about, yeah, just feeling like you're on top of something, winning something being like a pleasant surprise. All right, 2121 there, so maybe look up 2121. So glad to have you again here in the House of Barto, and as always, I will catch you next time.